Two years ago, I started this channel to share my little adventures in my little country called Belgium. Not these kind of adventures, but my photography adventures. Since I am mainly focused on photography, I'm still using my trusty old Canon 5D Mark III. An absolutely great camera, even now in 2023, almost 11 years after its launch. To vlog with my Canon 5D Mark III, I tried it, but it isn't that great. I really missed a flippy screen. Back in the days, flippy screens weren't for professional. Only amateurs or noobs got to enjoy that benefit. I'm glad that changed. I still had an old 600D laying around that I had passed on at that time to my 2-year-old daughter. But gear doesn't matter, so I reclaimed this 600D just to be my vlog camera, because it had a flippy screen. 2 years have passed and it has seen everything. I vlogged in every weather condition possible. Hot, cold, dry, soaking wet, it survived everything. Although it doesn't have any weather sealing at all. I always used this kit lens. And as you can see, this is just plastic, no rubbers, no sealings. It survived everything and it has seen a lot. But now it's time to move on. It's time to move on from this trusty old 11-year-old 5D Mark III. It's time to go on from this 600D that had served me very well. It is time to move on, and it's time to introduce you to my brand new camera. It's the Canon R6 Mark II, which I am recording on right now. Let me make a little video with my cell phone. Voila, this is my brand new camera, the R6 Mark II. I have bought it with the 24 to 105 f4 lens because I am a landscape photographer and I do not need a lot of 2.8 in my photography. That's why. So yeah, 600D, 5D Mark III, you have served me well during all these years on YouTube, the past 2 years. Mainly this one, and a lot of years this one for photography. But there is a new brother in town. So, to be short and not too technically, it comes with a 24.2 megapixel sensor. 40 plus megapixel sensor is nice to have, but I rarely need that big of a file size. If I want to have big prints, I still can upscale my images from my 24.2 megapixel sensor. Next up is the in-body image stabilization, a feature that I really will enjoy because I didn't have it on my 5D Mark III and my 600D. And as a photography first kind of guy, I don't like to set up gimbals. They are really useful, but in my case, yeah, I just lose time with it. I like to run around creating content because video is a plus. I mainly focus on my photography. Next up is the 4K 50 frames per second no crop. I'm using my whole frame of the sensor. Although I shoot most of my content on 25 FPS, here and there I like to add some slow motion. Also a feature that I didn't have with my Canon 5D Mark III or 600D. They were just too old. For the next feature I will switch back to my phone. So the next feature is this physical switch between photo and video. It's a feature that I also had on my 5D Mark III, and I really like to see it straight on my camera with a little button. And then of course you also have the dual SD card slot, which is really useful for any card failures. You will always have a backup, but the feature that I will probably love the most is the autofocus. No more manual focus to try to record yourself. It's a huge pain in the ass to get yourself sharp or stand exactly where you pre-focused. You've seen it in this video. I can change angles every sentence and my face is always sharp. I love it. Even with complex shots like this, it will still find my face. Oh, my door is closed. Yeah, better. I really hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.